Hey everybody, Dr. Juliet Fagan here, board certified naturopathic practitioner, consultant and health educator. I am also a clinically trained colon lavage therapist. I specialize in colon care. I am also a trained nurse and certified surgical technologist and phlebotomist. I am also a certified massage therapist. I do medical massages. I'm also a reflexologist. And my major specialty is cellular management and detoxification. So I pray and trust that you are being blessed by all of this great information that I'm putting out. And I just want you to know out there, guys, that it's a lot of work. Yes, I have to be researching. I have to be listening to stuff and editing. And I just pray and trust that you're appreciating it out there. Your likes and your comments. I want to say thank you very, very much. Iron sharpeneth iron. You understand? And so I thank you so much. And for those of you who have decided to, partner with me over the years in different companies, and we have been doing such a great work, working together as a team, I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, by now you realize that I am an independent reseller of the O2 drops, the liquid oxygen in a bottle, if you will. Yes, with the company O2 Worldwide. And I am telling you already, people are being empowered. The lives are being changed. People are just excited about this product, the O2 drops. And in a few minutes, I'm going to be sharing something with you from, another partner. And I pray and trust that you'll understand. But I wanted to say this much before I put him on. Men, I want to say something to you, to the men. Men might not realize, but we know that erectile dysfunction is real. We know that it's happening a lot to a lot of men out there. And I want to thank God for Leroy, who, continues to empower men with such education. I mean, Leroy, if men could just talk with Lee and find out what he's doing to keep so healthy, so vibrant and so alive. You understand? Because over the years we have both decided that we're going to take our health into our own hands. And I must admit, sometimes Leroy is even stricter than me. You understand? And it's just great to see how he is so passionate about epigenetics, about DNA repair, about cellular management, about weight loss. I mean, you all know the story with Leroy, with having such high blood pressure, a couple of years ago, about a year and a half ago, and, weighing 200 and odd pounds, and in 3 weeks came down to 115 pounds. And, as a matter of fact, he had dropped down. Leroy had actually dropped down on me. You understand? He dropped right down in the house, just dropped right down. You understand? And I mean, where the strength came from, only God knows for me to pick him up. And, really decided, we got him to a medical center, and most naturally, of course, they put him on the drugs and what have you. But I say, Lee, this is our opportunity to prove that all that we have been teaching about, saying that we're going to now prove it for ourselves. And I mean, something like within 4 to 6 weeks, I had Leroy and doing stuff and taking stuff. And that's been almost 2 years now. And Leroy has not put another, you heard me right, Leroy has not put another high blood pressure tablet in his mouth. They told him he had a borderline sugar. He has not put nothing in his mouth or anything like that. And his blood pressure is stable. His weight is stable. Because we do have the same products that Leroy used. Yes, we have them. I have them. I can tell you more about it and how you can get it. And, I'm telling you, I want to thank God for, even a good friend of ours from must be in the early 2000s, yes, the early part of 2000 or 1999, around there, talking about none other than Brother Scooter Carter. He really was a puncher when it came to the HCG drops. Well, now we have the resolution drops that is a 1,200 calorie diet. The HCG is a 500 calorie diet. And I mean, this was something that he told us about for a long time, but we didn't understand it. So I want to say big up to you, Scooter. You played a vital role too with that. And we were able to Leroy was able to take back his health. And we have always been, as I said before, for those of you that are new, I want to encourage you to scroll down and listen to all of the podcasts and watch the videos and, be empowered, leave your comments or whatever. If you have a friend that you want to refer me to, go ahead and do that too. That's fine. But I'm here to empower and educate you all. Now, as I was saying about the erectile dysfunction, guys, you need to realize that, at the end of the day, whether it's a man or a woman, fatigue is real. Stress is real. Worryation is real. Anxiety is real. Doubt and fear is real. Come on, it is real. Some of us know how to handle it a little better. Some of us who are more spiritual, we know what to do. But it's real. And we can't deny that, whether you're Christian or non-Christian. That's not what it's about right now. I'm trying to educate you. You understand? This stuff is real. And men, like I said before, your erection depends on your energy and blood flow. I'm telling you, majority of what's happening with men has to do with low oxygen in the blood. Low oxygen in the blood. There's a little video I posted there. We're talking about the circulatory system. And we have the deoxygenated blood. And you have your oxygenated blood that is picked up from the lungs and recirculated. The recirculated blood then comes back to the lungs. And then it picks up more oxygen again. Now, if you want to be honest, the oxygen that we are breathing in is very, very low. Very, very low because of all the pollution, because of all of the free radicals out there, because of destruction of the ozone layer. We are not really breathing in clean air anymore. I mean, years ago, there was still some contaminants, but the air that we breathed in many years ago is different from the air that we're breathing in today. There's a lot of stuff that has been released into the atmosphere. Even with that blast that took place many years ago in Japan, people are still suffering from that today all over the world. People are still reporting cancer because of the carcinogens and different things. So I want to encourage you, men, to realize the power of oxygen therapy. You ladies, diabetics, high blood pressure. Sorry, you're anemic. You have skin problems. You're not sleeping well. And you have some sort of fungus or you're always sicky. Think about what I'm saying with the O2 drops. I'm going to have one of my friends, another partner, sharing with you. And, he's going to tell you more about the benefits and the do's and don'ts. This is very, very educational. And I pray and trust that you'll be blessed. Get in touch with me if you have to. And I'll be more than happy to make sure you get a bottle or two in your hands. Stay tuned.
When you take this product the right way, you're going to have a powerful experience. I've seen friends of mine who've been struggling with issues for years take this product, feeling skeptical about it, wanting to believe, but because there's everybody's making claims about something. And they took it the right way, and it's for me, for them to call me up, that afternoon or that night and to say, this is what happened, and to tell me and to share their story with me of what happened with them on the very first day and how excited they are about how this aspect of their life is changing. You know, an ache and a pain and a source of inflammation in their body has gone away. They've gotten better sleep. They've had more energy during the day. I mean, I personally, in the people that I've shared this with, I am seeing this happen. And so if you take it the right way, not only are you going to have a powerful experience, but the people that you work with are going to have powerful experiences. So there's a few do's and don'ts with this product. And just to make sure that you maximize the benefit of O2 drops, the very best way to take your O2 drops is sublingually. You want to take them under your tongue. You can mix them with water, but if you hold them in your mouth for a few minutes, they're going to absorb into the capillaries in your mouth. It's going to absorb straight into your bloodstream. And the serving size is 15 drops each time. You don't want to put the drops into contact with any sort of metal. All right, so if you have fillings in your mouth, you know, hold it in your mouth in a place where you don't have any fillings. And if you're in a situation where you've just got a ton of metal in your mouth, I've got a couple of fillings. I'm able to position it in my mouth in a way to where the fillings don't seem to be getting in the way. But you also want to focus on taking it at a time when your stomach is completely empty. Now, it says on the bottle that you want to take it within an hour after you've eaten something or within 30 minutes of eating something. So before you eat, take it 30 minutes before you eat anything or an hour after you eat. And I'll tell you, it actually works even better the longer you wait after you eat. And the very best results that I get personally are when I do it the very first thing in the morning after I've fasted. After I hadn't had any food for several hours, the absorption rate it's unbelievable how much stronger it is in the morning than, you know, if I've eaten within an hour or a couple of hours. So that's going to make a dramatic difference. So they'll absorb in your tongue, in your mouth, sublingually, and then when you swallow them, on an empty stomach, they'll continue to absorb. But if you've got food in your stomach, there's stuff in the food that's going to interfere with the drops. So you want to be very, very careful about that. Now, again, you don't want to swallow them immediately. The longer you can hold them in your mouth, the better off you're going to be. Now, you don't really want to mix them with any liquid other than water. And the very best way to take them, again, is straight. Don't dilute them if you don't have to. Okay, no metal. If you measure them out in a spoon, don't do it with a metal spoon. You want to do it with a plastic spoon. What I use, it's called a pinch cup. It's a measuring device. My wife bakes a lot, and she's got these really cool, flexible plastic pinch cups that you pour, you know, whatever it is that you're going to pour into them, that you measure out, and then you pour it into whatever it is that you're baking. I've got one of those flexible pinch cups that I measure out my drops into that. So you just want to make sure that it's not metal. Make sure that it's plastic, because the plastic won't interfere with anything the drops is doing. Okay, because the metal will destabilize the drops. Again, just to repeat, if you have silver fillings, don't swoosh the drops around in your mouth, because the silver will destabilize it. Now, before bedtime, if you let's say that you stop eating at 6 and your goal is to get in bed by 9. I don't know. I'm getting older. I go to bed early. 9 o'clock is sort of my cutoff time. That's when I try to get into bed. So at 9 o'clock, I'll take 15 to 20 drops before I go to bed. And it's amazing the kind of sleep, the quality of sleep that you get. That's when your body is doing its most repair. That's when your body's recovering. You're getting over the things that you've done. If you've worked out, if you've been going under stress, like when you sleep, that's when your body is repairing. If you give it a dose of oxygen, when you wake up the next day, it's amazing the way that you feel. And so taking them before bed is definitely recommended. You can use them on cuts and bruises. In fact, I had a friend in my office the other day, had a cut on his hand. We put a drop on that, and he could actually feel it working right when we put it on. Pretty incredible stuff. So that's how you take the product, become a product of the product. You will become a raving fan, a raving customer of this. If you've been tired, lethargic, struggling with inflammation, if you haven't been sleeping at night, this is something that you're going to notice immediately. Now, we don't necessarily make any strong, guaranteed plans. It's just if you're struggling with things, take the product, see how it works for you. Share your testimonial with your people. You're going to want to. If you have a life-changing experience like hundreds of people have had, thousands of people have had using this product, you're going to want to share that with other people, and that's the point of this. I'm just giving you a little dose of what it can potentially help you with. When you take it, you're going to know how it works.
Well, you heard it there for yourself, and I pray and trust that you have taken in and soaked in, all that he was saying, and you heard for yourself how potent it is that you don't want to destroy the oxygen molecules in the O2 drop by letting it come in contact with the fillings in your teeth. So what he's basically saying, you don't squish it around, you just hold it there under your tongue for about 2 minutes or so. They say 2 to 3 minutes. You want to make sure that as much as that as possible can go straight to the bloodstream through the capillaries, in your under your tongue, and that you benefit from it, because once you swallow it, then the hydrochloric acid in your stomach would, destroy some of the strength. And so here you can see the efficacy of this product, that it is real and it is so mild. As you see some of the pictures that I've posted, that it can even drop in your eye because it is oxygen. So I'm going to be posting the link if you need to get in touch with me on how you can become a reseller, or if you want to get the product, just get in touch with me and I'll tell you more. And as I said, there are other independent resellers with me, and I can tell you how you can get in contact with them. So have yourself a beautiful day, beautiful night. Until next time.